Hello and welcome to a Mature Minded Gamers video. My name is Ryan. We're going to be looking at a game called For the People, which is 100% not set in the country of Russia. In fact, it's in a fictional country that is 100% not Russia. No, kidding aside. This is I want to say like a storytelling game, where you play the mayor or the appointed controller of a small city in an area that is not Russia. And you've just been placed in there by the party to sort of get things cleaned up and ready to go. This is how the game opens up. It's September 14th. I've got two phones on my desk. This one was ringing when the game started. Colonel John Chester is here to see us. This is our Secretary Helen letting us know. We're just going to play a couple of days. We're going to check it out, and then I'll give you my thoughts, sort of how the game is. Huge thanks to the developer of the game who gave us the code. Let's get started. There he is. Here's that firefighter. So, I'm not going to do a Russian accent. It's going to be really hard, because this is not Russia. So I'm just going to read it straight. John Chester says, "I'm so glad to finally meet you, comrade Francis River." It's our character. It's the newly appointed city controller. "Good morning, comrade colonel. Take a seat, please. Would you like a cigarette?" Oh, I think the game sort of is time-stamped in the 80s. We'll see. Click there. There we go. Does he take a cigarette? Yes, he does. All right. Fantastic. Much obliged. You've got a cozy office, not at all like mine. None of the dozens of posters, hundreds of handbooks, and thousands of regulations. I always thought it was like that only in the Army. You have my sympathies. So, apparently, because he's got a bunch of Metallica posters in his office, he's upset. I don't know. Yep. But you're the one that deserves sympathy here. What makes you think so? I hate to like reread everything that's coming on the screen. It's like when the professor or a training or your boss or somebody reads the PowerPoint. I mean, if you took the time to write it and put it on a PowerPoint, trust me, I can read it. So you're assigned to a real viper's nest full of slippery, groveling, greedy proletarians. I'm afraid you're going a bit far. Our country was founded on the principle of defending the happiness of the proletariat. I can read it. I can't always say it. Our country is created for the happiness of all, but the workers of Iron One, which is from context clues, the city. This is what we're calling the city that we're in. Want to be happier than the rest, at the expense of others, you and me included. So I have played a few days. So the union workers here, the iron workers, they want to be elevated a bit, create a middle class in what is hypothetically a classless form of government where all are treated equally. They want a little more piece of that happiness. Colonel, I suspect that the important business you wanted to discuss is not idle reflections on people's happiness. Otherwise, get to the point, firefighter. Straight to business. I was actually hinting at. The thing is, the workers in this country are hogging the blanket. Their demands for medical insurance do not take into account the harmonious existence with other strata of our society. Right. Because an employee might want medical insurance. Especially when you're a miner or you're a smelter in an iron forge. There's easy cush jobs. They don't take us into account. But the police this isn't the fireman, it's the police chief. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. A better YouTuber would stop, redo this, or cut this part out. But you're not here for me, you're just here for the screen. So this is our first big choice. How are we going to treat the police? You're talking about a plot to counter revolutionary elements, are you not? I think I finally understand. You can count on the city committee's support. Just dial my number, and I will do my best to restore order in the city. Or, Comrade Colonel, I'm afraid I do not yet share your dramatic vision of the situation, at least until I know the situation in the city a little better. So, do I want to be my own man, or do I want to be the party's man? Choice is simple. Party. All hail the party. Let's do the party. Great, much appreciated, Comrade River. You can count on us as well. Goodbye. So look at that. I got a friend in the police department. Who wouldn't want a friend in the police department? Which we vaguely hinted was a lot like the military. Okay, so let's look at the rest of the desk. So we got our... I can't click, but this is our country. So you can tell here that it's 100% not Russia. Let's check the paper. The Iron Herald, if you will. The city committee was working for good people. This is 2 days ago. It is in 1988. Ryan, me, the guy speaking, was 8 years old then. That was a long time ago. At the same time, the new head of the city began to serve by the sweat of his brow. Okay, so there's a whole bunch here that you guys can read. I'm not going to read it, but here's what will happen is you can pause it and you can read it, and then when I make poor choices in a minute, you'd be like, if he just would have read the paper, he would have known. Let's look at the dossier. So, this is the firefighter, Lieutenant Colonel Sylvester Byer. He's single, you know. He's the head of the fire committee of Iron 1. That's where we are. He was raised in an orphanage, so he's an orphan, no family ties, no children, no wife, and he's not a party member. He's got some disorderly conduct. I'm not sure I like this guy. He's a loose cannon. I don't know if we can trust him. Let's go over here. Oh, look at that guy. He looks good. Carl Bacot. Let's see. Born in 29. Is he a war veteran, does it say? He was a village doctor's son. He was in the Great Revolution. He was a field doctor during the Great Revolution. Honored doctor. Okay. A little bit about mom. She's an honorable pension. Lives with her husband in Kortovana, whatever. Okay, there we go. Is the doctor at the hospital. Is married. Has children. One of them works at the People's Enlightenment Committee. That's interesting. Okay. And he's a party member. Ah, good. No criminal record. Perfect. This guy will go far in Iron 1. Oh, I closed it. Bring it back up. We got more people to look at. Oh, we just met him. We don't need to, but we do know he's a party member. We could tell. And he has no criminal record because he's a policeman. He's an exemplary fireman. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Lurch. Lurch is here, or otherwise known as Jack Reed. He is an employee of the metallurgic plant in Iron 1. Oh, wait, no, that's his father. Sorry. So, ooh, maybe there's some bad blood there. But his mom's a professor. Oh, she died. Okay. He's currently the plant union leader. Taking after his father's footsteps. He's single with no children, so no ties. And he's not a party member. I don't know, Jack. You look sketchy to me, son. That's a friendly face. Look at that. Look at his cheeks. He's like a little squirrel. Who hates squirrels? Not this guy. Here we go. Dad died of a heart attack. Mom died during a train detonation. That's not good. Oh, she was a revolution poetess. That doesn't sound good. She seems like maybe a loose cannon. But he's the director of the metallurgical plant, so he's probably his opposite, right? So we got Lurch and then Chipmunk guy. He is a party member. Good job. Way to congratulations. No criminal record, absolutely, and he's been an honorary worker. Fantastic. We got three more people to go here. Oh, pretty, very pretty. Jean Ann, how you doing there? How you doing there, sweetie? Divorced, one kid, lives with dad though. So, little apartment in building 4, apartment 4, apartment 7, good. And is a party member. Welcome, congratulations. The livelihood committee. Oh, she looks rather severe. Oh, Bacot. Let's see, is she married to... Let's see, marital status. John Chester. Oh, no. John Chester's the policeman. Dad. So this is the daughter of the head of the hospital. That's good. Married to the police officer and is a party member. Congratulations. Welcome. You'll do well here. Colonel Mark Winterstay. Let's see. Occupation is the commander of the motorized regiment. So this is a military guy. Good. All right, got it. Well, obviously he's a colonel, but so are the firefighters and things. So it's not really say much. Andy is a party member. Good job with no criminal record. Fantastic. So that's our cast of characters. Here we go. Comrade Francis River from the party's regional committee. Rumor has it the attitude towards the party officials has deteriorated in Iron 1. 2 weeks ago, a car at the plant unit secretary was bombed with not very fresh organic waste. So somebody threw poop at it, I think is what they're saying. And Comrade Wolf, who happened to pass through your city, noticed some offensive graffiti on the wall of the railroad station. Those insults severely violated the dignity of the party officials. Somebody drew a bad picture of somebody, possibly, and weakened the authority of the party. It's completely party first. That's how we're playing this particular game. We know that people responsible for the ideologic attack on the Secretary's car will sooner or later receive punishment they deserve. We also know that the walls of the railroad station will be repainted. I think these are telling me those things need to get done. None of this is a matter of discussion. However, the strengthening the weakened conscience of Iron 1 people seems important. Therefore, you are kindly requested to hold a universal examination on the knowledge of the code of the builder of the organism among the adult population of the city. This will help people remember that the party is an important, integral part of their daily lives. So, I can already imagine Chester's Dunce Brigade taking the exam, let alone that alone is enough reason to hold it. So this here is sort of our credit there. We have 200, or do we have 2,000? That would take 5,000. No, yeah. Can we even do that? I thank you. Are they kidding? So I can either do it or not do it. I'm a party man. Of course I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I was completely off there. That's K. So we got plenty of points. This is just straight. So you begin preparation of the ideological exam. The people of Iron 1 are not very happy since the resources spent on the issue were needed elsewhere, but the party is content with you. Up here gives us an idea how the citizens are doing. So the different districts. So far, you know, the only real one is the minor district. Oh wait, was that page 2? Did I miss this? No. Okay. Take a minute to read it. Hit the highlights there. Political vengeance, minor offensives should be investigated to the integrity. Why not? The political department will be grateful to be relieved of the burden of workload. So that I could be pinned down by this? No way. So basically, wants us to do it. Wants me to do it, right? Such vandalism and drunken alcoholics. However, these cases should be investigated by the political department rather than the police department. No, you. Don't get me wrong, every integral division officer is eager to sacrifice his life for the safety of the Union, and I am no exception. Yet the politicians are wasting resources by paying too much attention. Sure, let's do it. I don't know. You tactically approve the minor change to the standard protocols. Now the integral division and the political department cooperate less. Consequently, the political department has fewer grounds for searches. I think I did that wrong. Well, I don't know. The party didn't seem to mind, so I'm good. Let's close this out. That's all we have to do, I think, for today. Oh, the phone is ringing. Excuse me, head of the city committee, Francis River, on the line. Oh, Jack's calling me. This is the guy that's the head of the plant, I believe. Greeting, Comrade Chester. Congratulations on your appointment, head of city. Can you spare me a minute? Certainly, I'm a politician. I'm at the will of the people or party. Comrade River, I got a call from the regional committee. They asked me to convey, since you are now the head of the glorious city, you need to give a speech for the workers of the plant. Why'd they tell you, not me? Apparently, they contacted me so you could immediately begin your preparations for the meeting. I'll pick you up tonight about 7 o'clock. Looks like I don't have a choice. I've been waiting for you, Comrade Chester. I have a feeling, yeah, this is how the party operates. They don't always tell all the parts, all parts, all the same information, you know, keep us in the dark. Hang up the phone. The day's over. September 14th, first day on the job. I think we did okay. I think we did all right. I'm happy with that. So, good evening, Comrade Chester. Oh, don't do the accent. Don't do the accent. It's so hard not to do the accent. So this is us. Look how handsome we are. And this is the other guy. He's the head of the stuff. So we have a little conversation. It's a really great evening, Comrade, head of the city committee. That's a great title. You know, I wish people called me that. Comrade, head of the city committee. How do you feel about your new post? I need time to settle in. I feel like a stranger here. You are kind of a stranger here. We are. Don't worry, Francis. This shall pass. Have you prepared your speech? Yes, truth be told, in the whole world, I've never had to speak in public before. Wait a minute. This guy's a politician? He's a party man that's never had to speak in front of people before? Taking over all of Iron 1? Hard to believe, game. Never mind that. They are just workers. They don't actually even care about what you have to say. Okay. Then what's all this for? Mere formality. I bet an important one. Oh, it seems we have arrived. So this is basically just jumping through the hoops, doing what the party says, training me right, making sure that I can rise to the top. After you, Francis. Look at all the people out there. Look at them. My dear comrade Bulletarian, I am glad to be with you today and see bright faces. Your hard work is the pride not only of our city, but the entire Union people of Orange Communes. I swear in front of all the people gathered here today to fulfill my duty as a citizen to the citizens of Iron 1. And to work hard enough so that the party will be proud of my results as much as it is proud of yours. Party first. Thank you, comrades. Great speech, Francis. You need nothing to worry about. Now it's my turn. Oh, so he's going to get to talk now. Nope. This guy's going to talk. Walter Weiss. Comrade River, I urgently need to talk to you. Hello, and you are? My name is Walter Weiss. I'm a representative of the Workers' Union. Pleased to meet you. The pleasure is all mine, Comrade River. We are facing a difficult situation at the plant caused by medical insurance reform. Wait a minute. These are the people that want insurance. But at the party, we can't have that. We can't put them on a pedestal. Why do you think so? Your predecessor, Comrade Lajubrowski, never gave us an answer. This is my third day here, Comrade. That's why we decided to reach out to you personally to ask you to review the reform. Here's my handler. Comrade Weiss, I'm sorry, but we have to go now. I'm sure he'll sort it out some other day. Yes, get me out of here. Get me out of here. For the party. I'm just out of here. Get in the car. Yes, get in the car. Drive away. Leave these people behind before they have time to tell me what's actually going on. And it's Thursday. Welcome. Oh, door's open. I didn't ask. Oh, is this Helen? This is our secretary. Yep. Good morning, Francis. Good morning, Helen. You have meetings with the head of the city department scheduled for today. Lieutenant Colonel Byer of the fire department has already arrived. Good, let him in. Here comes the fireman. Don't look at me like that, Helen. Just go. Do your job. I'm a happily married man. Comrade River, good morning. Is this a fire helmet? Do firefighters always just carry their helmets? My dad was a firefighter. My dad he was retired, and my brother is, and I've never once seen him carry their helmets. But I don't live in Russia, and this is definitely not Russia. Comrade Lieutenant Colonel, have a seat. Would you care for a cigarette? You have a scar down your face? That's cool. Avoid wasting time. We get straight to the point. Firefighters in the city are in acute need of practically everything. We only have a handful of engines in working conditions. In an iron town? That seems strange. My people drive to the affected areas, praying the car will not break down on the way. You drive a car to a fire? If serious fire were to start in the city, we won't be able to cope with it. Our team will be lucky if they can at least contain it. We've barely gotten enough money for the salary and social security. I hope I managed to convey the seriousness of the situation, and you will take it into account when allocating the budget. I would like nothing more than to help you, but you must understand that I have to listen to what everyone has to say to gain a clearer vision of the situation in the city. I don't know what the party would want. In a country that's not like Russia. I mean, I did watch that Chernobyl, which was in Russia, and I saw how they sort of handled public service in Russia, and this isn't Russia, so I'm kind of trying to imagine what I would do in not Russia. The situation in the city, the situation is we have one of the largest metal refineries. That's what I was saying. Equipment's wearing down all the time, increased risk of fire, guarantee we're not suppressed fire of huge, decrepit building. And you're not from around here. Oh, careful. I am your boss, okay? So don't try to local shame me. I share your concern with the situation's compliment. I can't give any premature promises. Copy that. There you go. Go back to firefighter speak. I like it. I'll wait your final decision. Goodbye, Comrade River. Goodbye, firefighter. Helen, who's next? Oh, phone's ringing. wonder if should we look at these? No, we'll do that in a minute. It's a lot of reading. Comrade River, Carl Bucket. He's head of the hospital. Yep. Thank you, Helen. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read like Helen. Comrade River, Carl Bucket, the Chief Medical Officer. Never mind, I'm not doing that. Let's go. Oh, phone's up. Send him in. Hello, doctor. Doctor. For a game that uses like a stamp for a cursor, there's not a whole lot of stamping I've got to do yet. You look nervous. I wish I could pick this up. I want to pick this up so I can be looking at his file while I'm talking to him. I think that's a power move. All right, game, make that happen in the DLC. Excuse me. I'm probably young enough to be your son. Just call me Carl. I refuse. I refuse to call him Carl. As you wish. Hope for a future will overcome these preconceptions. It's just respect, comrade. Nothing more. Respect to you and your profession. I wonder if it's also to remind him about the party. You know, we could go for hours talking about how the respect is earned by deeds, not by age. I'm afraid we got business to talk. I'm listening. You'll probably be surprised, but I will try not to beg for more funding, boring you with talks about problems and hardships. Although dramatizing the old habit of the head is an old habit of heads of departments in our city, I would like to talk to you about something else. Mainly about the many successes of our city hospital. With help of your honorable predecessor, Comrade Lujabowski, we introduced a medical insurance package for the workers of the iron plant, Kraus-Wolfman plant. Common working people can now get full medical coverage, so it's your fault. It's your fault. You didn't come to boast. I mean, that's how we do here in the party. The party gets the credit. We're just merely cogs. You are correct. We want to extend the new package to all civil servants of the city. You promised you wouldn't ask for money. So he wants to give more people insurance? You're wily, Carl. You're wily. And who benefits if you go to the hospital? This guy does. The hospital does. You have to go to the hospital to spend the insurance? I see your game. The workers need to be made aware that you're just trying to play them for a fool. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get back to the game. Oh, please. I refuse to exaggerate. We have enough funding in our basic needs, but things can always be better. Sounds reasonable. I'll think about it. Let you know my decision in the next few days. Next. I said next. Helen, give me the phone. Yes. Kipler? Okay, send him in. The Livelihood Committee. Oh, no, don't send her in. Excuse me. Tell her I'm out for lunch. Will do. Send her back later. I've just had a terrible busy morning with 2 meetings, and I have to spend some time thinking about it. So, the comrade... Okay, should we read this now real quick? Okay. We'd like to inform you that the upcoming demonstration of the Sweat and Steel Day is intended to be the largest in the 6-year period, in addition to the traditional parades and massive art performances by the technical school students about the heroic youth of the Comrade Steel is planned. Comrade Steel? I don't understand. Steel Day. Okay, whatever. Of course, the performances must be perfect. The tiniest imperfections can be cause for speculations and deliberate ideological divisions. This is not a desirable outcome. It is quite obvious to avoid the trouble one needs to allocate sufficient time to rehearsal. However, irresponsible teachers and professors refuse to give students enough time to rehearse on a regular basis. They are making demological excuses, saying that things about curricula, thereby disrupting the preparation of the important event. We are already taking the necessary measures on the educational front, but you, Francis, must have your own ways of helping us resolve this misunderstanding. Your contribution will be noted to the party. Children should be studying, not prancing around for the amusement of the regional big shots. This needs to be explained to the regional officers, and this is an extreme case of imprudence, so which payments to the educational staff to be cut? Now, I don't make YouTube videos for a living. I'm an educator for a living. So, like, the idea of cutting education because teachers are wanting to teach is absolutely just appalling to me. I mean, kids dancing is great and they should learn it, but they also need to learn other things. There has to be balance in your life. So really, it's It's what the party wants. Gotta do what the party wants. Tackle the problem with the teachers. Now students can rehearse. I'm just gonna fire all the teachers. Just fire all the teachers, and then the kids have nothing but dance to do. Oh, hello, Helen. You bring me some tea and water, or is that oatmeal? And why'd you shut the door? Helen, this is getting weird. Just you? Oh, you haven't noticed I've eaten anything. Oh, it is oatmeal. That's funny. You're embarrassing me, honestly. You shouldn't have bothered. Can't eat a second cup of oatmeal myself, so you have no choice. Well, you know how to convince a man, Helen. Through his stomach. That's the old idiom, right? Get to a man through his stomach? Anytime. Okay, go now. You're making it awkward. You must have been head over heels and work all day, too. You can take the day off tomorrow. What? She'll think it over, whether or not she wants to take the day off or not. Don't look at me, Helen. Just go. This cannot be between us. I'm your supervisor. Oh, the party has sent a mission for the agents. Okay, harassment. The ethic committee of the party has received several anonymous messages pointing out the unacceptable behavior of Comrade Kevin Brody, the editor of the social development department in the Iron Herald. He's being accused of unpunished harassment towards a female intern. What? You can't do that. Which sometimes leads to utterly obscene actions. This is terrible. These accusations are too serious to be ignored, but starting an official investigation based on unverified data would be undesirable. The party expects you to address this delicate matter, determine the validity of the accusation, and report on the collected data to the regional command. Why don't we send an intern of our own to the newspaper and just see how justifications they are? Let's keep an eye on this Brody fella. Maybe we'll find something. We should find those who recently did the internship in the newspaper and talk to them. Okay, I'm going to talk this out real quick. I don't want to wait, because then, who knows what's happening while we're waiting. This just puts someone else needlessly in danger, but this one here means I have to take somebody else's word for it. Can I do more than one of these? Let's do this. And then let's see. I think a woman would be more likely to talk to a woman. So let's send her. I probably could have just read the dossier. What's it say? 31-year kiddish iron. Probably works as a part-time photography at weddings. Okay. Okay, so like a photographer. Maybe if I needed somebody trailed, what does she do? Medium height, fiery red hair, small white scar on her upper lip. Ordinary appearance, but rather a pleasant one. Member of the... Okay, currently... Her family's on vacation. She's socially easy to get people to like her reception. Fond of alpine Caesar. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, if we want to do the top one, send somebody in, this is who we should be sending in. Because she seems like can handle herself, and it talks about her being a little bit more than pleasant to look at. Which one of these guys is a good talker? Mild form of obesity, slight lisp, divorced. Formerly took a position of secretary of the city hall. In fact, from the very beginning, the significant part of his working duties were performed by other employees. So this is not the guy I think for this. What about you? Can you get people to talk? Let's see. He's non-party. Eric is married to Adelina Hoffman. Eric is an amateur guitarist, nurse at the hospital, technical school mechanic, salesman. Fun guy, likes to joke. Come on, there's got to be somebody better here. Let's see. After military service, technical school, plumber. Okay, he seems like a fighter and a plumber. Are you a therapist? That's what I'm really looking for. Somebody who's a therapist. Leave because of his mother's illness, taking care of his mother, and is a Turner apprentice at the Wolfram Metallurgical Plant. Scrappy temper, street fights. Okay, change of plans, because I don't feel like we got a good person for that. Let's do this and send the girl. Please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt. Okay, we're back. Oh, hello. Hello, Jean Ann. Head of the Livelihood Committee. Please take a seat. Your picture in the dossier looks completely different, by the way. Sorry for the wait. I had to have my lunch. Which I didn't eat until Helen brought me an oatmeal, by the way. I used to wait for weeks. Oh, well, see? Taking care of his own interests in his beloved armchair, the one you currently occupy. He's happy. I was happy he was finally thrown out. Too bad the only formal reason was for his retirement. What would you prefer? Was looking for personal gain whenever he could. Even in the restroom, he would first check if someone dropped a coin in. Ew. Pardon me in saying, of course, he had a worker's bad impact on the town. Justice always significant. And everybody else in the country thought of the same thing. Let's get to the point. Wear and tear. Okay, so yeah, she needs money. Oh, I didn't see what I clicked. I hope it was the... I'll need time. I'll need time to think about it. That's done. Helen? It better be Helen, because... Oh, no, it was the end of the day. I didn't make a decision. Was I supposed to make a decision? Oh, what's happening here? What's happening? Is this my agent? Can you imagine he just left me without an explanation? So painful to see all this, the horrible indifference. I'm so angry with the ungrateful man. How can he do this to me? Bartender, it's awful. He shouldn't have. Hello, is this your first time here? Yes, I'm new in town. Nice place you have here. So she's talking to the bartender. I just basically butted into the conversation. You're new here, just like our new head of city committee. Maybe that's me. You should try our fresh light beer. Just brought in this morning. Yes, thank you. A pint, please. As for the head of the city committee, let me introduce myself. Francis River. Wait, you are... Hello, comrade, head of city committee. Are you going to treat me differently? Sorry for eavesdropping, but... it's interesting. This looks like a real picture that's been drawn on, but like this looks like a drawn picture. Comrade River, what a pleasant surprise. Feeling is mutual. I've always thought that only the elderly get appointed to positions of leadership. Well, I think you've heard the party has set a course towards staff rejuvenation. Emma Dorner? By the way, just call me Emma. Then just call me Frank, Emma. Why were you so upset? It had to do with a man, husband, something. Is there a ring on that finger? Can we see? You know, Francis, some men just don't appreciate what we do for them. And that is so mean. Let's not talk about this. I don't want to spoil the evening. I think she's trying. Helen's going to be really upset. Oh, we're drinking. So here's the evening. Do I get choices in this, or is these things just going to happen? Because I know what the party would want. It's not the head of the city committee getting wasted, hanging out with a new girl. It is a weird picture. Like, his is obviously drawn. Hers is obviously like a... We couldn't quite get the picture the way we wanted, so we took or the drawing the way we wanted, so we took a picture maybe. Haven't had such a nice time for so long, Frank. Maybe it's worth repeating. Tomorrow, for instance. Man, that's fast. She wants to move fast. Same time, same place. You can't move that quick. Gotta take your time. It's Friday. Okay. It's Friday. That's for the people, folks. Obviously, it's like I said, it's a digital novel per se. There are some choices, a choose your own adventure sort of thing. 80% though, I'm growing. Look at that, I'm getting better. If you like it, feel free to check it out. Again, a huge thank you to the developer who gave us the key. If you like the video, the style of the video, or you're into pretty much anything that a mature-minded gamer would be into, whether it's video game reviews, board game reviews, Star Trek podcasts, Dungeons and Dragons, then going over to our webpage at maturemindedgamers.com, join our Discord. We're currently playing a whole bunch of Minecraft dungeons, but there's also people playing ESO. There's people playing just about everything all the time. Sea of Thieves. Feel free to check them out. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. You'll see more videos coming out just like it. Some technical videos just dropped about how to do dedicated servers for Astroneer. Huge thanks again. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you from here, from Not Russia. I'm going to continue to play, though. So if you want to see what happens next, jump on and hit me up there in the Discord and ask me. And I can try to sum up what happens, but I would suggest playing it for yourself. Without anything else, I'll let you go. Have a great day, comrade. Bye-bye.